Hello, I am the Challenge Noob and welcome back to our Pokemon Nuzlocke. This is episode number 2. Just to let everybody know that doesn't yet know, I will be uploading challenge videos very often. So if you want to keep watching, then just hit the subscribe button to get all the exciting updates. And if you leave a comment, I will definitely take the time to get back at you. And if you let anybody know that would enjoy this series, I'd totally appreciate that too. Just to let anybody else know, this is episode 2 of a series. A link for the previous and first episode will be in the description. What we have in store for this episode: we failed to catch a Pokemon, we successfully catch a Pokemon, and we meet our daddy. Right here, I am just entering the Pokemon Mart and buying some extremely important things: a Pokeball and a bunch of potions and a bunch of antidotes. I don't know how many stories I've heard of people being poisoned in Nuzlockes and losing a very important or favorite Pokemon because they didn't have a damn antidote. So that's why I'm buying a bunch, and one Paralyzed Heal and one Awakening. They always come in handy. I find that Nuzlockes in the beginning, it's very important to manage your money because you don't have a lot at first. And even throughout the game, you're always spending on a bunch of potions. We talked to this dude, and it turns out it was only people footprints. And here we go and attempt to catch another Pokemon. I always try and catch as many as I can. Even if I don't level them, you can level them later if one of your Pokemon faints. And we see a Zigzagoon. Now we're going to see something here that we haven't yet seen throughout the series. I tackled it. Its health went down to there, and I said, maybe I should use Mud Slap, but I said, nah, I'll use Tackle. And we got a critical hit. This is the first time that we have fainted a Pokemon in the wild, and that's it. That's it for Route 103 or whatever it is. Here we see a Poochyena. I would love to catch a Poochyena. I haven't had one in a long time, but unfortunately we cannot because we fainted the Zigzagoon. So we just have to pretty much faint the Poochyena or run away. I'm going to try not to run away from any battles as much as I possibly can, because for grinding purposes, essentially, I don't want to be grinding too much throughout this playthrough because everyone knows grinding's not too fun to watch. So I've decided what I'm going to do is essentially not run away from as many battles as possible. If I still end up needing to grind some levels, which will probably be the case considering the difficulty level that if a Pokemon faints, they're considered dead, then I'm going to leave annotations or time stamps, I guess, in the description so that you can skip forward past the grinding phases. So you can choose whether to watch them or skip straight to kind of the nuts and bolts of the playthrough. So that's what I'm going to do with grinding. There's a little bit of grinding in this episode, a couple minutes of it. So I'll just wait for feedback, see what people think is a reasonable amount of grinding that doesn't get boring, and then at which point I should put kind of any annotations or anything like that. So a video schedule. After I've already uploaded a couple videos, and now I'm starting to work on some more and working on my technique and everything. I'm starting to think of a schedule that is going to work for me and work for everyone else. And I've said that I want to upload often, and I've decided that at least for now I'm going to start with 3 Nuzlocke videos, 3 roughly 20-minute Nuzlocke videos per week, and then 2 Mass Effect longer Mass Effect videos per week. 2 of them, probably around half an hour. So an hour, I guess you could say, of each game per week. I'm not sure how I'm gonna space it out. Maybe like Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Nuzlocke, or maybe I'll do it another way. I'm not entirely sure. If you have any feedback or any way that you'd like to watch it, or if you'd like me to shorten the videos but then maybe make them every day of the week, then just let me know. Right now, of course, it's just testing and seeing what works out for us. So that's pretty much going to be the schedule for now. We're gonna do the 3 Nuzlocks and the 2 Mass Effects. On top of that, there's also going to be some Dark Souls, probably occasionally. I would really love to play Dark Souls on this channel and maybe do some sort of challenge, but at least for now, while I'm doing Mass Effect and Pokemon, I'm just going to do Dark Souls kind of here and there, and I'm also going to work on a lore video. So here we see a Ralts. This is the first Pokemon that we've seen in this region, which is rare. Ralts is sometimes hard to find, and I almost always catch a Ralts when I can, and I was extremely excited to see this Ralts, and I was like, holy, I'm gonna catch it. Psychic Pokemon are almost always my favorite, or one of my favorites, and we caught it! So I was extremely excited. Now if anyone, but probably only one person, saw the comments on my last video, a friend of mine, Andrew's Game Display, said, well, what are you gonna name your next Pokemon? And it's funny that he mentioned that, because I nickname my Ralts Andrew. If you haven't heard of or checked out Andrew's Games Display, it's a YouTube channel. He's a friend of mine. He has some great content. He has a huge collection of retro video games, and his retro video game collection videos have like 20,000 views or something. It's enormous. I've seen it in real life. It's even more shocking, I guess, incredible, whatever adverb you want to use. So it's pretty cool. You should head over there. He has random games of the day, where he shows off some old video games, usually old, occasionally new. He also right now just started a Banjo-Kazooie playthrough. So go have a look at his channel. You can find a link at it in the description. I'll put a link. There's some cool videos over there. So that's it for kind of explanations and stuff. So we're just gonna move right on to our Pokemon discussion that I was having yesterday. Yesterday I was talking about the future of the Pokemon franchise and what a lot of people are thinking about it and maybe where it can go. Black and White especially, and kind of Black and White 2, were a new thing. They tried something new in a way. It was a swan song for a lot of people, and you know, not everyone kind of liked where it went, myself included. They found it too easy. Right here, I'm playing Emerald, and you can see as I'm running around the grass, you know, there's a Poochyena, there's a Ralts. There's kind of a variety of Pokemon, and some are harder to catch. We're not yet at the first gym, but it seems it's more immersive, I guess. You know, you have to go and find where that Pokemon is. I actually don't remember what the first gym leader is. I think she's Rock, so my Mudkip will tear through her, but what if you chose Torchic? Or, yeah, that's what it is, right? So that's kind of something that I like about these older games, is that they felt a bit harder, and they felt like you were discovering things. And I learned Water Gun. Yay, I got stabbed. For anybody that doesn't know, stab is same type attack bonus, and not a lot of people know that. If you use a move and your Pokemon is the same type, then you get a, I think, 50%? Don't quote me on that. But you get a percentage boost on the power of your attack. I will put a link to the Bulbapedia article explaining more about stab, but it stands for same type attack bonus. There's a lot of little tiny things. No, that's not really tiny, but there's still a lot of little things inside of Pokemon that a lot of people, especially the more competitive people, do. EV training and IV training, little things like that that make it actually very competitive, and it adds new life to the Pokemon games. Now that we know more about EVs, IVs, natures, and things such as that, Pokemon breeding has actually become a thing for people. Some people will play the game not just for the collecting and in the training, the beating the Elite Four. Some people will play just to breed and trade with others. Because to breed a good Pokemon, especially for fighting people, it takes a lot. You need a lot to be correct. You need the correct nature. You need the correct ability. And you need... I don't think you can influence IVs and EVs from breeding. But, you know, there's a lot that you need. Oh, sorry about that pop-up right there in the bottom right hand of the screen. It's a tune-up program that I have, and it just pops up willy-nilly. I didn't expect it to. I'm sorry about that. For those of you that don't know, I'm playing on an emulator. It just makes the game a lot easier to record. I can just use a screen capture recording and then put my commentary on top of it, so it makes it a lot easier and higher quality as well, I find, than trying to record from a Game Boy, because I do not own... I don't own a GameCube actually, and I don't have the Game Boy reader, so I'm gonna be recording from my computer. Anyway, I was talking about competitive Pokemon. It is a big thing. You know, which Pokemon to use, which strategy to use. You know, it's more than just blasting people with Hyper Beams and Hydro Pumps. There's a lot to it. There's Sweepers, which are kind of like your Glass Cannons, and there's Walls, which are your Defenders. And there's different moves like Spikes that you can use that hurt Pokemon when they first come in. And it's all about just I think, time. It's all about doing more damage in a quicker time than your enemy can, and things like Sleep and Stun Sport. It's all very, and it's like min-maxing with the IV and the EV training. One of them is I think it's IV. I'll put links to both IV and EV training in the description. One of them is if you fight Pokemon with high HP, then your Pokemon's HP will level up. Now, throughout the game, normal people, they fight a variety of Pokemon, and their Pokemon levels up essentially in a variety of places. But for people trying to create specific battling Pokemon, like a Sweeper for example, they're going to want just the highest attack. So they're going to have to fight Pokemon that have high attack. So that's what one of the training is, EV and IV training. The other one is, it's more, I think it's EV training, effort value. It's more, I don't really get it. It's more complex. It's something about like the Pokemon's innate nature, but I'll put a link and you can read about that. And then there's the actual nature itself, which is, and the natures, some people don't know this, they actually increase, they increase specific attributes. So a hardy nature, for example, will increase, you know, this specific attribute. Or, I don't actually remember the natures. A brash nature. Let's say, for example, a brash nature will slightly increase your Pokemon's special attack, and a hardy nature will slightly increase the HP. Well, if you have a Sweeper that is, let's say, is a Psychic Pokemon and wants high special attack, well, you're not going to want your nature to be, it gains attack and it lowers special attack. Yeah, I forgot, the natures actually lower other things, I'm pretty sure as well, to compensate. So, that's why nature is very important, and Pokemon breeding is actually a thing. You know, some people, they exclusively breed Pokemon, and they gain kind of enjoyment from breeding Pokemon. I think in the future, if they made it maybe more robust, like, or easier for people to breed, or in a more rewarding from a gameplay perspective maybe, then maybe that will be a way to breathe new life into the Pokemon franchise. What I was thinking, one big thing that I was thinking that could breathe new life would be branching possibilities, and there's a lot to discuss about that, but, you know, that one little thing kind of putting breeding and making breeding more accessible, I guess, could be a way to help breathe new life into the franchise. As you may have seen, for the past couple minutes, I've just been grinding, trying to level up Routes. Routes is one of those Pokemon that takes longer to level up. Some of you may have noticed that certain Pokemon take longer to level up than others. There's actually specific attributes that each Pokemon has that dictate how many experience points it needs to level up. And they're ranked based on speed. I think there's 6? I'm not sure, but there's normal, there's fast, I think there's super fast, there's slow. And I'm pretty sure Routes is slow because it's more powerful. Michael, who's 2 times the level, leveled up almost as quickly as Routes did. But then again, Routes is I find a relatively powerful Pokemon. But I've always liked the Psychic Sweepers anyway. So yeah, I'm not going to include any kind of thing to skip this in the description. I'm just going to use this as a test. If anybody says that this was too long, then I will, from now on, provide links to skip any grindy parts. I'm just going to wait for feedback. If I don't get any, then I will just go by what I think, at least at first, until hopefully I get some feedback. I'm going to be working on this channel very hard. I'm invested a lot of time and a lot of research, and there's still a lot more that I know I have left to do, but by all means I will be spending the time to do the research. My proficiency in Sony Vegas has already increased exponentially, at least what I think, even though I don't think I'm that great yet. I don't think I'm actually that good at all, but I'm starting to get at least a little bit more competent. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting a lot of work in. I'm looking right now actually for maybe like a logo or something, or a mascot. If anybody has any ideas, then by all means let me know. Or if you want to do something, I'm not saying please go do that, but if you do, like, that would be really cool. That's something that I want to do in the future, actually. If the channel becomes large, I would really like to kind of immerse the audience within the channel experience and give people that deserve it kind of a little bit of exposure. And I'm going to talk about that right near the end. A specific part regarding that. The opening, I have a new opening that I put on this video, and the song that I used for it it's from a band. A friend of mine has this band. It's a local band, and they shouldn't be local. They're great. They're amazing. You should check them out. I'm going to talk about them in the last couple minutes of the video and provide a link in the description. Anyway, as I was saying, actually I have absolutely no idea what I was saying. This guy doesn't let us proceed. We need to go to the gym. Wow, I have no idea what I was saying. I was talking about people. If any audience members did anything, I would want to create kind of like a community type of thing. If anybody did any artwork, any music, any intro, kind of anything like that, if I ever had a larger channel, I would encourage people to do that. I love seeing things like that. There's so many people out there that are extremely talented, way more talented than I am, at least in those in specific kind of artistic endeavors. Like, I can't really draw or paint very well, or I can kind of make music. I liked writing songs a little bit, like a while ago, but I know a lot of people are much better than I am, especially at playing as well. I hear Wally teaches us how to catch Pokemon for some reason. So yeah, if anybody does anything artistic like that, then I have absolutely no problem. Like, I would love to see that. I would love to give a shout out and maybe like increase people's exposure. So feel free. I'm not saying you have to do that. But if you do, then that's really cool. That's all I'm really saying. Here Wally's teaching us how to catch a Routes. Funnily enough, we already captured a Ralph. We captured an Andrew. Get out of here, Wally. Come on. Come on. Anyway, so the video is going to be winding down now. So I'm going to talk about the band, the music that I had at the beginning. They're a local band. They're called New Design. I'm going to put a link in the description. I've seen them live. They're phenomenal live. They're amazing. I've had a lot of fun going out to their shows. They're a great group of folks. They make great music. It's kind of like rock music, alternative rock, a little bit of shoegaze, and a little bit of post rock. So if that sounds like it might pick your fancy, or you liked what you heard at the beginning, then check them out. Go buy their EP. It's super cheap. It's $5. It's gonna really support them. They're great guys. I'm gonna put a link to their Bandcamp where you can buy their EP. So that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you want more, then hit subscribe. Videos are gonna be coming very often. If you hit a like and a comment, that really helps me too. So does a share. I really appreciate it. And have yourselves a nice day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot.